Here's another question that was asked. Should most undocumented immigrants in the U.S. be offered a chance to apply for legal status or deported to the countries they came from? This was interesting because 56% of the electorate said that undocumented immigrants should be offered a chance to apply for legal status. 56%, aka a majority. Whereas only 40% said that they should be deported. And of that 40%, 87% of them were Republicans. And of the 56%, 75% of them were Democrats that said that they should have a chance to apply for legal status. That's interesting, isn't that? So you mean to tell me a majority of Americans believe that undocumented immigrants should have the chance to apply for legal status, and yet we just elected a man who said he about to deport everybody? If you even look like an immigrant, you're out the door. And you think that's a joke. But you know who it's not a joke to? All of the people who ended up in concentration camps just because they looked, quote, looked a certain way. Those people really existed. Those people really existed. Ain't that interesting? We elected a man who has a completely different agenda than what 56% of the American electorate want. And it's interesting because, I've heard these stats before from Democrats, not specifically, but them saying Americans overwhelmingly support a path to citizenship, or they support, a chance for people to apply for legal status. And to see the numbers, though, it's like, damn, 56 to 40? And we're about to have probably one of the biggest mass deportations in the history of this country. And that's not even what the people want. This was interesting. U.S. support for Israel. It was actually split across the board, 3-3-3. So 31% felt like U.S. support for Israel was too strong. 30% felt like it was not strong enough. And about 31% said that it was about right. But what's interesting is that not strong enough faction. The faction that says that Israel is not supported strong enough by the United States was 82% Republican. So if I put that into my calculator, that means that the people who are in power want the United States to support Israel more. Leftists, do y'all want to chime in? Of course you don't. Of course you don't, because you've already rationalized why you don't have any skin in this game, why you don't have any responsibility or you have no culpability for what the hell happened here. Leftists who are anti-Kamala, the party in power feels like the U.S. does not support Israel strong enough. So you thought the Democrats were bad. Get freaking ready. And let's not forget that we on the left were not about to just let the Democrats do whatever they wanted. We were going to fight those motherfuckers and protest them until they made change on their policies in Israel. Y'all think that the Republicans who are about to give police qualified immunity so they can crush protesters are going to care if we get in the streets to protest? 82% of them feel that our support for Israel is not strong enough. Shout out to those never Kamala leftists. Here was another question about abortion. 32% of the electorate said that abortion should be legal in all cases. 33% said that abortion should be legal in most cases, for a total of 65% who said it should be legal in most or all cases. 65, baby! Again, most of the electorate supports abortion. 26% said that it should be illegal in most cases, and a whole 6% of the country said it should be illegal in all cases. Let's not forget that Project 2025 wants to enact a national federal abortion ban. And Donald Trump will sign that shit in quick fast. When they asked whether abortion should be legal or illegal, regardless, 65% said it should be legal to 31% who said it should be illegal. More than twice as many people, more than the majority of people want abortion to be legal in this country. And we just elected an anti-abortion president with an anti-abortion administration. Again, this is another thing that the Democrats talk about, how Americans overwhelmingly support abortion. And yet, somehow, we have people in office who are about to strip the entire country of their rights. And don't forget, if there is a national abortion ban, it don't matter if you are in a blue state. That's another thing that I've been seeing people talk about, oh, thank God I'm in a blue state. Baby, the director, the guy that Donald Trump wants to appoint as the head of maybe Homeland Security, something to do with the border. The borders are something like that. I can't remember his name. Look it up. But the guy that he wants to appoint has said that they will use force in cities that are trying to be sanctuary cities for immigrants. So if they're going to send people in for immigrants, you don't think they're going to send people in for abortion? Who do you trust more to handle abortion? 49% said Kamala Harris and 45% said Donald Trump. Now, obviously, people have different goals with regard to abortion, so it makes sense. But what I found so interesting about this is the fact that 96% of the people who said that Donald Trump, 45% of the people who said it, 96% of them were Republicans. And it's just so interesting. Because one of the phenomenons that came out of the election results was the fact that several states had voted to codify abortion rights in their state constitutions, in their state laws, while simultaneously also voting for Trump. Oh, you can't make this shit up, boy. Missouri voted yes on Amendment 3, right to abortion, but they voted red for Donald Trump. Arizona voted yes on Proposition 139, right to abortion, and they voted to support Donald Trump. Montana voted their right to abortion, yes, but they voted to support Donald Trump. Nevada, right to support abortion, they voted yes, but they voted to support Donald Trump. Are y'all okay?